Alright, so I want to do a video, right? Okay. It's one video I want to do. It's actually on something I was just watching earlier today. So, some people are trying to talk about, one thing I noticed was, like, some people think different things with, I guess, swirling or whatever. And I was having a conversation with someone. I didn't understand it really. I mean, like, people always say that. It doesn't make sense to me. I guess because my perspective is so different. It always seems like with people who swirl, my experience is always just different from theirs. I never understand really why. It's just kind of like, it's just different. I don't know. But, like, for one, I mean, like, I've heard, like, plenty of people who would act like, when they swirl, like, that means they were desperate or something. And it's a weird, I understand, like, I guess people could say that from the white perspective. It always, I can understand it, because they're thinking, like, well, you have a whole bunch of white people that you could be with, male or female, whichever gender they are. But I don't understand that from our perspective, because it's like, well, aren't we the minority? So, I mean, like, you really think that, like, I mean, for me personally, when it comes to my own race, I've never had an issue with attracting black men. Black men always want to talk, okay? They always are very desperate types, I guess you could say. Whatever. It is what it is. But the thing is, it's just like with, I didn't understand with that live really, like, why would someone be desperate if they're a minority? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Most people's options are, white or Hispanic. So it never made sense to me. I don't know. And people always say this, though, I've heard on both sides, where, like, they will say, like, black people who are men or women are not preferred by other races, which, I mean, true. I mean, but the majority of people are that race. So think of it this way. Maybe a third of people you have an option to. A third of 60%, that's 20%. So you got 20% of women, white women, as opposed to 13% of black women. That's minimum there. I'm saying 1/3. So I still don't understand how the options aren't more voluminous when we're a minority. You know what I mean? I don't see how that has to do with desperation, really. Because I'm like, if desperation, you mean like it's not plentiful? Well, that's obvious because we are a minority. So obviously there are not many of us. But in the sense of like, there's no one, I guess, that wants them or whatever, so they go to other things. That's not quite what I understand. Like from my personal experience, if you just leave your, like, dating options just open, it kind of just ends up being mostly white, because the country's mostly white. So I don't really understand, like, I feel like the people talking about this are, like, from another country, like Ghana or something. They don't have a lot of white people, and so then they say you're desperate because you've gone to all the black people and they didn't have you, so you went to white people who was like 2% of the population or something. I can understand that. That would be desperation, I guess. But when it's a majority, it's not really desperation. It's just like, well, I'm a minority. So that's why I don't get that. I don't know. I want to talk about one other thing, though. But I'm not really in a good storage level to actually combine the two videos. So I'm going to leave this one as 5 minutes, stop it, and then do another one. Alright, bye. Yeah, saying I'm reaching storage end.